What's up, everybody? It's Luther here today at Luther Global Workouts in KC. Today we're gonna go over how I structure athletic structure for a workout. Nothing crazy, super simple, super basic. I usually mix it up, but today is like a simple structure of how I would do a sports performance workout with one of my athletes. Check it out. All right, guys, so the first block we're gonna do with my guy Mike is trap bar deadlifts. I like using trap bar deadlifts because Mike, he's a taller athlete. Most of all my taller athletes, I like them doing trap bar deadlifts. It's safer on the back, lower lumbar is not compromised, and I really like the trap bar, whether it's doing deadlifts, hack squats. What we're gonna do is, I like to start with this workout is a heavy primary lift. So he's going with the trap bar. From that, he's gonna follow up with some box jumps over here. Usually on this right, usually what I do is we'll do like we'll do 4 to 5 sets of 3 repetitions. We'll go over here, we'll knock out 3 to 4 box jumps. That's on block A. All right, this next block we're gonna work on is super simple again, like I said, really basic. This next block is dumbbell walking lunges. I like to use dumbbell walking lunges because it helps keep the athlete in triple extension. It's a very underrated exercise. People forget lunges are just as good as any fancy type of movement, but it's super simple, but super effective. He keeps his back straight up as he's taking a step. Every step is a lunge. And like I said, I really like to use walking lunges for the simple fact it helps us get into triple extension a lot more efficient. From here, he's gonna go to band marches, works on our hip flexors and adductors. He's gonna go on the ground, put a mini band around his toes. All right, so here we're working on his core, his hip flexors, he's in the glute bridge, working on a good isometric hold for also his hamstrings, low body. His hip flexors are very underrated. We gotta have strong hip flexors in sports. When it comes to sports, on the field, on the basketball court, you gotta have strong hip flexors. I wish I would known about this when I was young. My hip flexors were so tight, but I can pass on the knowledge that I've learned. And the last block we're gonna do on this one is we're gonna go heavy kettlebell swings. I like doing some kind of a heavy movement with the glutes, with all athletes, because your glutes are a very, 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 very key part of sports performance. People think it's just for females, getting their ass tight, getting a big butt. No, it's very important for athletes to get their glutes strong. If you have your glutes strong, it helps with a lot, you get stronger glutes. It helps take off the pressure off your hamstrings, IT bands, which then lead to knee issues, eventually possibly surgery, which God forbid, no one wants surgery on your knees. So it's really important that you have strong glutes. Strong glutes, a strong posterior chain is the key to explosiveness, getting into triple hip extension, and it's overall sports performance power development. So right now we're doing some decel step downs, our last block. These are great unilateral exercise, help with the knees, injury prevention. I definitely like to add these in all my sports performance workouts at least once a week. If we can get the knees, keep the quads, VMO, keep the knees strong, healthy. When it does become, God forbid, we do have an injury, the speedier recovery we can have. So I usually like to incorporate decel step downs into my workouts as well. They're great, easy, yet effective, simple. Like I said, I try to keep everything very simple. and not overcomplicate things. These hamstring joints. So here we're doing tibia raises. Tibia raises are really great for shin splints. A lot of athletes do have shin splints from basketball or on court or on field, especially track athletes. So I like to incorporate tibia raises into my programming at least twice a week as well. It's basically a reverse calf raise. But I think a lot of guys forget to incorporate these in their programming. Something like this is really beneficial. Besides just taking pain pills and icing your shins, doing things like this can really help prevent and help speed the process up if you do get shin splints. Stability ball, hamstring curls. Again, I really like to focus on hamstrings, glutes, lower extremities, which is the tibius, the soleus, calves, stuff like that we overlook. I know a lot of people do a lot of squats. That's great, but your posterior chain help you as far as cut, stop, decelerate. Everything comes from your glutes, hamstrings, posterior chain. I really like to emphasize that. I can't emphasize that enough, and how important it is to do stuff like this when it comes to sports performance training. Thank you guys for my time. Like, subscribe, share. Stay tuned for my next video on movements that are effective, that you can do easy at the crib, plyometric style.